In this video I'm going to show you my latest project, Bluetooth speakers inside a construction site lantern. This was a fun project and I hope this video will inspire some of you to build your own customized boomboxes. Let's start with the components I used. A voltage meter for battery control, a 5-watt super bright LED, some switches and buttons, a Bluetooth audio receiver dongle and a 12-volt battery pack. Then 2 recycled speakers and a MP3 media player board with built-in amp. I will put links to all components in the description and on my website. Now, since this media player board has no Bluetooth capabilities, I added a second audio jack for the Bluetooth audio dongle's output. Taking apart the Bluetooth dongle and removing the USB socket was pretty straightforward. I then soldered 2 wires to ground and plus 5 volts, which will be connected to the media player's board, so the board's USB socket remains free for flash drives. In the next step I soldered wires to various push buttons, desoldered the audio level potentiometer and resoldered all buttons to the media board, thus extending their wiring. This will help with mounting the components inside the lantern's housing later. The Boombox enclosure is an old construction site lantern I bought off eBay. It comes with 2 6-volt rechargeable batteries, which I will keep for other projects. After loosening 2 screws, I was able to remove the lantern's control board. I took it apart, removed the circuit, but kept the original LEDs since my boombox needs some illumination for late-night music experiences. I also soldered 2 wires to the original LEDs, soldered more wires to my ultra bright LED and attached it to the original LEDs and put all of them back into their plastic housing. Then I drilled holes for all the push buttons with a 6mm drill and widened them to 10mm later. With the help of a wood hole saw, I violently cut out 2 holes for the speakers. Using my rotary tool and a cutting disc, I crafted a rectangular opening for the LED voltage meter. In the next step, I soldered a lot of wires to some switches, secured the connections with some heat shrink tubing, and fixed them to the housing with the help of some nuts. After inserting the LED base back into the lantern, I put all push buttons in place and secured them with screw-on rings. I also added the media player status LED and volume potentiometer. The recycled speakers fit perfectly into their openings. With the help of some bolts and nuts, I fixed them to the housing. After a short circuit mishap, I had to replace the broken media player board with a different Bluetooth media player board and a small amplifier. The wiring, however, stayed basically the same, I just didn't need the Bluetooth audio receiver dongle anymore. Now it was time to shove all the wires inside the housing again and carefully reinsert the bottom part into the lantern. I also screwed in the main bolt, so the bottom part stays in place even in rough conditions. And now let's check out all its features. You can listen to music from the internal media player, a Bluetooth device, or use the pull-out audio cable and connect it to your audio source. The push buttons are used for the internal media player, and the lantern's metal holding bracket doubles as a little stand for tilting the box backwards. With the flick of a switch you can turn on the standard or ultra bright LED, and with the earlier mentioned voltage meter you can check the battery's current voltage level. Now go and build your own customized boomboxes. For detailed pictures, visit Doityourselfgadets.com or check out my homemade USB LED power bank. Thanks for watching.